Hi again, this is Peter from Mary Queen of the Apostles Parish in Salem, Massachusetts. This is my weekly reflection on the real presence of Jesus in the Eucharist for Sunday, April 18, 2021. In Sunday's Gospel, the resurrected Jesus appears to the 11 apostles and 2 other disciples who had just encountered Jesus the day before on their way to Emmaus. When Jesus appears, they are all frightened. Their fear seems a little odd to me since the resurrected Jesus had already appeared to them. Nonetheless, for some reason, they were afraid. Then Jesus asked them, "Why are you troubled? And why do questions arise in your hearts?" He goes on to say, "Look at my hands and my feet, that it is I myself. Touch me and see, because a ghost does not have flesh and bones, as you can see I have." And as he said this, he showed them his hands and his feet. While the apostles and disciples were still incredulous for joy and were amazed, he asked them, "Have you anything here to eat?" So, a quick digression. I always thought this passage shows Jesus' sense of humor. So while the disciples are afraid, incredulous, amazed, he asks them what they have to eat. I kind of imagine him saying, "I've been dead for 3 days. Makes a man hungry. I'm starving." But seriously though, in this passage, we can imagine Jesus asking us the same questions he asked the disciples, especially if we have any doubts about the real presence of Jesus in the Eucharist. But Jesus was crucified and rose from the dead. He's the Son of God. Can he not make himself present to us in the breaking of the bread? If Jesus rose from the dead, then why are we troubled? And why do questions arise in our hearts? So I offer this as a reflection for today. When you enter into whatever form of worship you can participate in Sunday, whether you get to go to Mass in person or you have to attend online or listen on the radio or even watch a recording. When receiving communion or performing a spiritual communion, imagine Jesus asking you, like he asked the disciples, "Why are you troubled? Why do questions arise in your hearts?" If you have any doubts at all about the real presence of Jesus in the Eucharist, imagine Jesus saying to you, perhaps through the Blessed Host itself, "It is I, myself. Touch me and see." May God bless you, and we'll see you next week.